Welcome back. So Jay magically appeared from over there to here.
That was like a WoW talk show in the middle of a CS stream, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we are going to be going straight in then to fnatic versus gameplay, lower bracket, round one. And we're actually live here already. We're starting on, we're going to be playing Nuke. I'll just give you a bit of information as to what's happened already in this one. The score at the moment is 3-0 in favor of gameplay. Sorry, 2-0 in favor of gameplay. So gameplay won the 9th round, chose the CT side, and then won the pistol round as well. And then the second round. So it's now 2-0.
So basically after that, the score's 2-0, right?
Yeah, after all that is 2-0.
Actually, gameplay just dominated fnatic's push there, grenades and everything. But here we go then. So take us away, Joe, in fnatic versus gameplay.
So Forest and Archie here just pushing it through in towards ramp room. They've actually gone for a 3rd round bye, which they're obviously trying to minimize the amount of rounds that gameplay can get against them here. HE is going to do a bit of damage there. Ins on the outside. And fnatic still looking to push down in towards ramp. Flashes and smoke's going to be thrown down there. Forest sits inside radio room. Plasty, who we've seen dominate inside the ramp room defense before, is doing pretty much the same job here again. And I'll give you a quick rundown of the teams in case you're not familiar. DSN, Khan, Forest, Ins and Archie for fnatic. And for gameplay we have Nasu, Ruit, T-Hop, Plasty and Conte. So Conte just picking off Forest there. T-Hop grabs a 2nd and a 3rd there onto Khan as well. And then Plasty inside ramp room going to finish things off. So 3-0. The Finns lead here early on in this one. Don't forget, this is lower bracket and it's also lower bracket round 1, would you believe it?
Yeah.
And obviously the loser then will be going home. So fnatic could be following in the MTW footsteps of going home a little bit earlier than really expected here.
Yeah, so is this going to be a bye round then for fnatic? And we'll see what they can make of this and see if they can get on the board. And these two are no stranger to each other. They've met up many times, haven't they, Joe?
They have, and usually it's back and forward, you know. I mean, Nuke probably, to be honest, favours gameplay. Whoa. Very strong player on that. fnatic went for the 3rd round bye, so this round they obviously couldn't afford to buy. So it's going to go 4-0, and gameplay starting to make a bit of a lead for themselves. And now fnatic have a bit of pressure on them, and I'm sure the fans certainly are feeling that way as well. You know, 16-1 the loss against CG, and I've been reading around a little while you were talking about WoW over there, and you know,
well, you weren't listening.
The things that people say are right. That fnatic seem to have some problem going on recently, and other people say this is good for fnatic because they'll realise that they probably do need to actually change something.
Well, I don't think it's ever going to be a changed player, but also, I mean, I think they've been running the same tactics for such a long time. Everyone's very accustomed to them. Probably the most famous team out there because of it as well. Not running the same tactics, but just the amount of time they've been around and some of their great named players. So, you know, I really think they need to take some time out, sit down and rework a lot of tactics. But the great thing about fnatic is they can lose 16-1 versus EG, and they will be able to topple teams like gameplay and even make the grand final. So for the fnatic fans out there, it's still very, very possible. But still now 4-0 in favor of CT side gameplay.
It is indeed. It looks like we're going to be seeing a bit of an outside push here. Ins just moving through into garage. Is also in that area.
Is going to be
Archie
Ruit
just outside, and Ruit is actually, as Jay said, just outside here, just to In's left as he spams up towards ladder. And no doubt Ruit will just hang on here and wait for the right point where he does that. Archie is going to be taken down as he tries to get in onto that upper bomb site. In's going to just walk around the corner, try and catch Ruit out, which he does perfectly. And that brings us back now to a 4-on-4. Could see a push here now from fnatic. And Khan and Forest both taken down there on the ramp room. Perfect defense once again from Plasty. He was taken out, but Nasu was coming in from behind for a bit of help. In comes Ins, and Ins actually on fire at the moment, and it brings us down to a 1-on-1. Ins versus T-Hop, and T-Hop's positioning is perfect right now. Just sat in the vents. He's going to wait for Ins to come through into this lower bomb site, then he's going to dispatch him, which he does, and puts gameplay 5-0 up. Conte saying lol Ins. And unfortunately, I guess is what you can say, the sad reality reality is that in the past, the trend with Fnatic, is if Inns does well, Fnatic don't.
Well, that's a horrible thing to say, but me and Joe were both general managers of Fnatic, and so we travelled with the team a lot. And obviously, yeah, there was always this ongoing joke when we used to check the scoreboards and stuff. When Inns was hitting Fnatic as a whole, we're losing, but Inns is such an experienced player, and he always normally plays a very good nuke game, especially on defense, where he actually gets, to play the kind of ladder position. So hopefully, he can break that kind of mold, and Fnatic will be able to pull through. But though, at the moment, then, an outside push from Fnatic. 4 men are left for them versus the 5, and 5-0 is the score.
They are pushing out on the outside again. Inns going to open things up, and Ruit is going to go down. Gives Fnatic the early advantage in this round. Archie spotting one just on the inside there. Let's try and flick around to DSN, who's actually just going to push himself in, gets the headshot onto T-Hop, and that's going to open an attack here, possibly on this upper bomb site, as a flash comes flying in. Clips DSN on the way, and Fnatic are going to change their mind and rotate all the way back around the T-spawn.
They were trying to do a 4-man outside push to draw kind of rotation through the radio room, because Forest was actually back in spawn. Unfortunately for Forest, no one came through, didn't find anybody, and actually there you go, an exchange of kills there, but still a 2-man advantage then for Fnatic as they come up versus Plasty, and Plasty comes up huge in the ramp room. Even huger is he's going to find DSN's the last one. DSN takes him down, and once again, a one-on-one situation. But DSN deciding not to do what Ints did, and he's going to head up to upper bomb site.
Yeah, Conte going to be caught unaware here, possibly, as just hanging out behind the behind the hut. He actually looked up there, and I think just saw the jersey of DSN as he was taken out. And that is going to be the first round on the board here for Fnatic as they try and bring back the deficit. And Fnatic actually are a fairly strong T-side team on Nuke. We've seen them do it before. We've actually seen them win the 9th round and decide to go T. That was mainly around the ESWC Masters and, of course, the Code 5 Global Finals time. But they've gone back now to playing the CT.
This is actually the same tactic as they did last time. They're going to put 4 on the outside. You can see Forest is going to be back in spawn and will look to kind of get the rotations. But what's interesting at the moment, if you can call it interesting, is that Archie and Forest are both slating on the kills here at 6 rounds in this lower bracket game.
Yeah, the point is that with Nuke, the rotations are pretty simple. The vents offer a lot to this this map, which means you can switch and not necessarily have to go the whole way around the outside. If they're holding the outside, you can leave them to it, basically. So gameplay is certainly in the stronger position right now, as Archie is going to take down Conte as well, and it's now a 5-on-4. Let's get back around to Fnatic, who are seemingly going to make a push here through the main door into that upper bomb site, slowing things down. DSN dropped by Ruit. As Forest sprays again through the wall. And he's trying to find it. Archie headshot onto T-Hop. And it's now a 4-on-3. Forest going to try and take a peek. Inns is going to be shut down. I think that's from outside. And Forest actually moving now into position to try and watch out for that. He takes a peek up to ladder. Khan is on the inside with Archie as well. And it looks like Khan's going to go for ladder and try and catch. Gameplay unaware. And as you can see, they're not actually in there. Oh, and as the flash has come over, Root grabs the frag. Archie gets hit on the way down to his death as well. And it's now a 2-on-1. Forest on his own. Let's see what he can do. Oh, lovely headshot. And you could say a little bit lucky as well, but it did drop down. And Nasu going to fall as well. In comes Plasty from the side, and Plasty holds his nerve. And that was a great round again from Gameplay Forest. You could say almost had it. That's, I guess, what he's famed for, those kind of situations. But it didn't quite work out for him that time. And that makes it 6-1 to the Finns.
And, yeah, as you say, Forest instincts not proving worthy there, as Plasty was obviously to the left of him, just coming out of that little hut. But still, the pressure builds on Fnatic, and after a horrible game versus EG, they've got something to prove, and they need to do that here versus Gameplay.
We're going to stick with Plasty as he opens up onto Inns and Forest there. HE went in as well. Oh, and 2 grenade kills at the end from Gameplay as well. Conte and Ruit, and Conte grabbed a frag in between as well. And obviously Fnatic on the save there, and that's going to put them 7-1 behind, so things not looking too good for them right now.
No, indeed, and every time you say too good, you have to pay my lawyer something on air. But by the way, yeah, baby, Plasty playing a really great and strong game. game, every single, you know, match that he's been in, and he's been particularly impressive over at the ramp room. So let's see if he can continue this as Forest and DSN challenge ramp room almost. Actually, we lose Khan with some wall banging early on.
And Forest now going to start to make his way in there. Flash is coming in. He's going to throw those counter flashes over as well. He's hoping to pick up a frag. Archie drops Ruit. Still Fnatic way inside this radio room. Inns is just outside there as well. Forest, as you can see, is now making his way in towards the ramp. Smoke's going to clear. Flash is going over the top. Plasty on the box. He's going to be dropped by Forest, and this could allow Fnatic now to get down into the ramp room and get things moving. There are 3 left for gameplay. Let's try and find them. One is T-Hop inside the vents. He's shut down by Forest as well, and this could give Inns the opportunity to plant the bomb. Nasu going to be coming in from behind. Headshots onto Forest. And DSN is going to fall as well. 2-on-2. Conte and Nasu up against Inns and Archie.
Bomb is down.
Nasu moving around the side, bomb ticking away. And those CTs are indeed on the bomb site. And they think they know they're going to be around here to the right. As they do indeed. HE up there. Diffuse is going to be a fake. Archie coming in from the vents. And it's now Conte against Archie. What's going to happen in this situation? Conte just spraying away through the vents, gets the headshot, but the bomb is going to explode, and Conte is going to go with it, and that will bring Fnatic up to a 5-point deficit now. Well, 7-2.
If you're going to get a round, you can't really complain if it's a scrambled round. So still, good job by Fnatic there, but gameplay looking ever impressive, and Forest is coming up pretty big right now for Fnatic with his current kills, so he's kind of coming more into play. We saw him take down Plasty on ramp room, so let's see if Forest game can keep progressing and remind us of what kind of player he really is.
Yeah, Archie on the outside there, just taking a bit of damage. Forest shuts down T-Hop, and T-Hop, the newest addition really to this gameplay team. He's a very, very impressive player. Good choice to bring him in.
Forest versus Plasty soon once again.
Take a look in there. Plasty again comes out on top, and you know, Plasty is one of those steadfast players that really will be able to hold a position forever, basically. You know, we see him on train defending the inside, we see him here defending the ramp room, and it's a very similar kind of place to defend. So again, DSN going to pick off. Going to pick off 2. That was Nasu and Ruit. That's going to allow Khan to get in there, start to get this bomb down, and it's all up to Plasty and Conte now. Conte is going to come up the vents. Khan takes down Plasty, and it's all up to Conte. Shoots the vent out there, takes down DSN. One-on-one situation. Khan versus Conte. Grenade going to go over. Khan could be in a little bit of trouble here, as Conte is going to give the defuse. Going to be a fake. Khan's going to have to come and look, and Conte going to grab the frag. Bomb ticking away, but this will be able to be defused by Conte, and that is going to be another round of fantastic stuff from Conte. It is now 8-2.
Yeah, brilliant round for Conte there. Khan kind of not really looking. I mean, he heard, you know, obviously him go for the bomb, but he just didn't expect him to kind of move forward. It just, you know, he didn't even look like to get a shot off onto Conte before he went down. So Fnatic, things not going their way, but then again, gameplay are really playing for their rounds and playing well for them, so deservingly so. 8-2 the score.
Right now, Fnatic just setting up for the push on the inner side. Looks like it's going to be a ramp room push here. DSN, a couple of good deagle shots off, and Plasty no doubt will have called this one in. Oh, good grenades coming in as well. Conte with a double nade frag onto DSN and Archie there. In fact, DSN and Archie with the 2 with a gun at the end. Forest and Khan went down to the grenade. Brilliant stuff by Conte and Plasty in that in the ramp room.
It was
showing exactly how it should be played.
They went off at the same time, those grenades. Yeah, so still amazing play. 9-2 the score, and Fnatic, you know, already done better than they did versus EG, but still.
Well, that wasn't hard. I could have done better, I reckon.
I don't think you would have got around a
5-on-1, easy. So gameplay now setting up once again for the defense. Fnatic can afford to buy this round. They can't afford to lose, though. They really need to get some rounds on the board. 9-2 behind right now. There's that spray through the walls, trying to take away some of that HP from the Finnish defenders. Conte on the bottom, Ruit on the inner bomb site. DSN at the moment is boosted up onto the Red Rock.
And actually, we got Conte moving all the way around. He's going to be soon joining Ince in the garage. But otherwise, we've got 3. Oh, Archie actually turning his back to Ruit there. This could be very, very dangerous situations on the outside.
Yeah, Ruit going to come in there through the main entrance. DSN and Ince were both ready. Conte finally makes his way around. T-Hop as well from ladder. Going to go for the double, but Forest has performed brilliantly there in that situation. Grabbed one frag. He was down to 7 HP. And now fnatic are going to go lower. Khan, the last man standing, and the bomb carrier. 50 HP, bomb planted. Conte coming through ramp room. Plastic looking like he's going to drop down vents. Will stay with Khan. He's got the job to do here for fnatic. He's very exposed to the back there. Does take down Plastic. And he's going to run through the doors. And this is a position that I've seen Khan play before. And a position that's quite easy to waste that time. That grenade's going to knock him real low there. And the Conte is going to come rushing around. He's going to rush it in onto the bomb. And this defuse is going to be very, very close. Think he should be able to grab this one. No, that must have been split second again. We're on HLTV, so we don't have the defuse bar, but that must have been extremely close there.
That's as close as you can almost get. So I'm sure cheers from fnatic. Khan then pulling out the 2v1, doing what he needs to. That was a great grenade, actually, and I'm surprised Khan didn't drop straight away. He was on 50 HP when it hit. So still, fnatic then have a chance here. 9-3 the score.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be pushing 4 men on the outside again. Forest was the Lone Ranger on the inside. And T-Hop dispatched of him straight away. DSN missing the jump over onto the Red Rock. Let's see if he can do it this time. Oh, finally gets himself over there. And fnatic are pushing up gradually here. 2 of them moving inside of the garage. DSN going to drop down and have a look on the inner. Grenade coming over the top there. And Ruit is going to pull off the headshot onto him as well. Ince has actually ran around. It looks like they're going to be pushing down that lower area. I'd imagine it's Conte that's down there playing that position. Obviously, just 3 people left for fnatic right now. It's going to be Ince, Khan, and Archie. T-Hop is going to come around as well. So fnatic are in on that lower side, but we'll see what they can do from this position. Ruit going to catch Khan unaware. Archie kind of just watching the outside area with not much going on. Ruit going to take down Ince, and Archie is now the last player alive. 5-on-1. 1 bullet headshot onto Nasu as he goes down the ladder and back up, trying to catch gameplay out. Let's see what he can do in this position. Gameplay at the moment have all 4 guys
defending, all 4 defending the bomb outside.
And Archie is going to drop his way down. Bomb is going to be outside, and Archie's not going to be able to get this one. Got 20 seconds to go. And quite simply, he's just going to have to keep a hold of his gun. Again, a lovely shot onto T-Hop, who was just jumping around in front of him. Oh, a grenade comes in, and then Conte finishes off with the AK, and Archie just walks straight into that one. That's going to make it 10-3 now. 2 rounds to go. And you've got to feel that fnatic really need these last 2 rounds to bring it back to 10-5.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if we can get an interview with fnatic. Obviously, I mean, interesting to see what kind of mindset they are in this tournament. Obviously, they won the last LA Intel Extreme Masters, and this one, they don't even to be looking to make top 6.
Oh, brilliant stuff from Conte again. Just using the smoke to open Squeaky. Going to switch out there to the USP. An attacker from behind here is going to be Archie. He grabbed 2, but T-Hop finishes it off. And that was brilliant play again. He knew that the fnatic were on the save, ran straight in there, smoke against the door, and then just opened straight up. He grabbed 1 frag and definitely did a lot of damage to the rest. So that's 11-3 as we move into this final round. fnatic again going to make the push. Forest going to be the one again that moves into radio room as he spots one. Going to get flashed up, but spray through it there. Ruit's going to go down. T-Hop shuts down Ince. Archie grabs a frag, so it's all square here at the moment. Archie going to break it and put fnatic into the advantage. Conte going to return one. Forest had pushed down as well. Conte with a second, then Archie's grenade lands on Conte. And that is going to be a round much needed for fnatic, I have to add, to make it 11-4 first half. Now, this is obviously kind of plays in Fnatic's favour in the fact that they're on CT, but also the fact that if they lose this pistol, this is going to go up to 14 rounds most likely to gameplay. So they have to win the pistol.
Yeah, and actually they lost the pistol to start with.
Yeah,
we didn't join the game, so they will be looking to win that, and also hoping that there's a fair pistol exchange. But Fnatic never being too lucky with the pistols. And but I mean, you know, do you favour pistols on any side of this map? I know it's pistols, but you know,
it's pistols.
Is it cooler to have?
Well, again, it's so much easier to overpower one single area if you've pushed 5 men into there when they've only got pistols. So even if you've only got pistols yourself,
you still got a nice. You can get a grenade down ramp room. So these players then almost getting ready to do the pistol rounds. And what do you think Fnatic have got to be, you know, thinking or kind of experiencing now? I mean, this could be going out, you know,
a little bit
out of the prize money.
Probably pretty mad at themselves as well at the moment, and I'm sure Sam has a few words to say.
He's always got a few words to say. You just shouldn't listen. But so then obviously gameplay. I mean, you know, is this going to be you know, they looked good yesterday. They were in a lower bracket. I mean, this kind of, you know, game can reassure that maybe they can come back and be a contender for the first spot.
The way the lower bracket works, I've actually got my amazing drawings here, by the way.
Pistol round?
No, it's not. One from gameplay has dropped out, so we're just waiting for the last one to come in. So
and the fact that guy has an AK.
Yeah, so hence it's not a pistol. So X3O and POV, obviously when they go to low bracket, it's flipped. So POV and X3O move from the bottom to the top. So they'll POV, who obviously beat X3O a little bit earlier on, will play the loser of EG and MYM, which of course could be an American team, could be a Polish team. But the bottom, obviously Fnatic versus Gameplay, they will play the loser of SK versus MIBR. So although you said earlier, you know, Fnatic will be pretty happy on that side.
Well, that they had EG, I only assumed. Yeah.
They got the easier teams, but actually they lost that one. So actually now they get the harder rounds because they have to play Gameplay in the low bracket, then either SK or MIBR in the low bracket. I mean, I guess it's all the same. The fact that if you're going to win a tournament, you basically have to beat anyone. So
yeah, I mean that's the mentality that you should go in. You know, beat them all to win it. But I mean, you know, EG then going up against MIM. Yeah. MIM didn't look so good yesterday. Looked pretty strong versus Gameplay. So I mean, you know, EG's chances on that. Give us a percentage. Throw a number.
It's not actually
do like a difference on your.
I can't. They're adding.
Yeah,
we're
in mid-game.
But I mean, the thing is that EG, you'd never consider them to beat Fnatic anyway, or maybe you would now. But yeah, they were always going to have somewhat of a chance against Fnatic, and obviously they came out there absolutely steamrolled over Fnatic. And now when they play MYM, as much as you'd love to say...
But we didn't actually get to see it, so we don't know of every crucial round, you know, that every buy round for Fnatic was just horrible. I mean, you know... It's like
I'd say like 15 out of the, no, probably 16 out of the 17 rounds they lost, right? So, yeah, and no amount of, this round was unlucky and this round was unlucky.
Yeah, but you get a lot of those in CS.
Yeah, but that can never account for a 16-1 loss.
Can. Really unlucky then.
It can't. So, yeah, I mean, as much as you'd love...
One-shot headshots.
As much as you'd love to say...
Even on pistol rounds.
Do you want me to finish?
Not going to lie.
Yeah. So, I mean, as much as you'd like to say that MYM will be able to beat EG easily, yeah, you can't take it away from EG.
Well,
that
then we would have said Fnatic would beat EG. Yeah.
So, not an easy one to call. But we have
the CS tournament then really kind of hotting up. Yeah. And if Fnatic don't make a top 8 MTW out as well. And we've actually got a few American teams that could be flying through, so it'd be interesting to see.
Well, Fnatic do have top 8. I mean,
oh, sorry, yeah, I didn't mean top 6, which is prize money.
Through the playoffs.
Top 6, important.
Yeah,
Monies.
obviously the only teams through to top 6 right now are EG, MYM, SK, MIBR, and POV. So we're just waiting for that final 6th position to be decided now between Gameplay and Fnatic. We are going to get the restarts now that Gameplay do have their final man back in. I think it was T-Hop that dropped out. So the score at the moment, as the beads don't lie, is 11-4.
In favour of Gameplay that showing us that yesterday wasn't a fluke. coming up top of their group. So let's see if fnatic need this round. But actually, they've stacked B, and it's Ruit, they're gone upper. Oh.
Yeah, this is great stuff from gameplay, and again, overpowering one bomb site, moving everyone in there. In comes DSN though, grabs 1 and 2. Khan coming in from above as well, and it's all going to be up to now Conte and Plaste going up against 3 from fnatic. Plaste's position here, very, very good. Conte goes down. Plaste in the fence. He's going to burst fire as he drops up, and fnatic take the pistol round. And as I said, it's easy to overpower an area like that, but the upper bomb site, you know, not the easiest one in the world to keep a hold of. You've got an entrance from above the 2 sides and obviously from the outside as well. So that was good stuff from DSN. He really made that one coming through hot.
Yeah, he did, and obviously backed up by his whole team. Khan doing a nice job picking up another frag, and this gives then fnatic a glimmer of hope. And well, we don't never write them off, because you know, if they do manage to win this, then we can say, wow, you know, it's gameplay that didn't make top 6, and then fnatic, even though they've had an unfortunate rounds, could actually come back and win the tournament.
Yeah, here comes gameplay once again, pushing in with 2 frags into that upper bomb site. Ins Mr. FAMAS, as I like to call him, because he's certainly the strongest FAMAS player around. He's just going to work there as well. DSN gets a good few hits on. Down to
it's going to be dangerous.
Nasu, who has now hopped away and is hiding behind the big red box on the outer of this map. Stolen M4 from someone there in gameplay, and that's going to help them. It's Plaste. And certainly having Plaste with a gun is a big advantage for gameplay. fnatic still have 3 left as well. Bomb is in the hands of Conte, who is just hanging outside the lobby area. So it's going to be an upper push by the looks of things here from gameplay. Plaste just continues to check. Going to spray through the outer walls of Nuke, and that's what makes Nuke so much fun as well, is the fact that the walls are just paper thin everywhere. You can pretty much spam through everything, which makes the game a lot more interesting to see. Plaste down to 14 HP and could be in a little bit of trouble here as he backs away down into garage. You've only got 33 seconds to go. Oh, there goes Nasu. Headshot onto Ins. DSN shuts down Conte. That's the bomb on the inside. 25 seconds. Surely they can't do this one. Nasu goes down as well. All up to Plaste with 14 HP. Somehow gets the frag onto DSN as well. He's going to run with a knife. Yeah, he's going to grab the bomb.
Be able to.
He's going to move around. It's a one-on-one. Plaste versus Forest. Plaste starts the plant. Forest is a bit undecided as what he's going to do now. Just moving through ramp route. Well, he is going to be coming up high. He's got the HP advantage as well here. Plaste invents. Forest going to spam around here, hoping to catch Plaste out. And surely Plaste's got the advantage now. As Forest just hops around, he knows he should find exactly where he is, and he's probably going to be thinking he's in that upper vent. As Plaste just waiting his time. Is he going to be able to get it? He is going to get the frag. Mom's going to go off and probably kill Plaste here, but he is going to get the round anyway. So that's terrible for fnatic. I mean, the second round of the half, and they obviously won pistol, lost the second, which just can't happen in their situation right now.
I mean, they still did well, and unfortunately, Forest, you know, he had decisions to make there. You know, pick the ones to go check out, you know, that side of the bomb. Just wasn't going to work for him. And actually now gameplay, Storm into ramp room. Yeah.
A lot of nades there, and Ins is actually in there taking down Nasu, but you saw the nades coming in from gameplay. I think there were 4 nades put straight in to ramp, but if there was anyone there, they would have been absolutely destroyed anyway. So very aggressive and quite an amazing push really from gameplay. Bomb is planted in the lower. Khan and Archie, the last 2 remaining, and they are going to try and get themselves back in there. Or are they just going to set up for the exits? It looks like they're going in. Archie's actually just behind the glass there. Can't actually pull the shots off. Is going to go down lower now. Going to make his move into this one through the glass of the door again. Has to back away as he doesn't hit anything. +8 and just holding them off. And this is going to be another round to gameplay. Khan just going to back down and set up for the exits. And that puts them on 13 rounds now to fnatic's 5.
And is this going to have to be a save round for fnatic?
They did save last time, or well, they were decoded, so they probably will just go for a partial buy, I'd imagine. Although They won pistol. They bought second round, then they lost the 2 rounds. So things not looking too good for them in the money situation. Yeah, they're going to just keep hold of what they've got there and wait for this round to go through. Forest just missing his shots, firing the last few of the clip out. Grenades again coming in onto ramp room. And he's good a player as Forest is. He probably won't be able to hold up here against the attack. The gameplay are going to throw it in. There goes Nasu taking down ins. T-Hop and Nasu again. Absolutely raging through the Fnatic defense right now. Khan and Archie again, the last 2 to be in the map. Oh, and Nasu and Conte just going to go through. And the thing is right now that Fnatic just can't challenge because they can't afford, after winning pistol, losing the next 2. That's a really dire situation. I guess they got 1 out of the 4 rounds, but
not the kind of start you want when you win a pistol round. And, well, you know, up against the wall, it is going to be possible then, very, very possible, that gameplay will be knocking Fnatic out and heading on through. So the score then, 14-5.
Yeah, looks like we're going to see a bit of a push here on the upper. Nasu going to take down DSM. Fnatic are on a buy round. If they lose this, they are all done, to be honest. Ruit going to shut down Forest as well, as Archie drops down by Squeaky Door, takes down Plastic. Let's take a look at gameplay. Conte just going to move now in towards Hut as the nades go out. And it's now a 3-on-2 situation. Ruit drops Archie. And things are looking bad for the Swedes. Ruit invents. In still up on the rafters. And he's going to come a bit further over. Try and get himself above Hut. Which will give him more of an option to fire at either side of it. Back around to the other side. Still a minute left in this round, and let's take a look where Khan is. He's on the lower side, so Fnatic, I guess, as well placed as they could hope in this situation. Ruit going to shut down in. Surely the bomb's going to come into the upper side now, and it's all up to Khan. This round will put gameplay on game point. Fnatic will then need to win 10 rounds in a row to come back, and will probably be forced to save in this next round here as well. There goes T-Hop, shuts down Khan as soon as he comes up ladder, and that is gameplay on game point now. And let's take a look at Fnatic. They're just going to be buying up as much as they can. It's pretty much just Deagles, though.
Yeah, well, we've seen them do this before, actually. Win the Deagle run when they have to buy, but maybe too much versus gameplay, and I do believe the gameplay do indeed deserve to go through to the next round. So, but if Fnatic can upset them, now's the chance.
Yeah, they've got to win this round, obviously, otherwise they are out. Anyway, again, mass nades going down into ramp room. Kumtel return there as well. Nasu going to drop Forest, and things already going the way of gameplay here. Ruit takes down Archie. Ins again is going to be up high. Khan's FAMAS takes down Ruit. Maybe that FAMAS should have gone to Ins. He's only got a Deagle here at the moment, and he's searching around. He's going to pick up a FAMAS, and is going to be taken out by Conte. It's all up to Khan once again. Last man for the last 2 rounds. He's going to be sat now on this upper bomb site. Doesn't know exactly where gameplay are going to be coming from right now. They are going down lower. Khan's going to drop down Vents, and Conte takes him out. Good game. Fnatic go home in the first round of the lower bracket. They finished top 8, and that's really not what they wanted from this tournament. They lost 16-1 against EG in the last round. They lost here to Gameplay, which is, you know, much less of a, I guess you could say, an embarrassment to them, not to take anything away from EG, of course.
Well, I mean, you know, it's not the embarrassment of the tournament, as actually MCW did go out. So still, they've there's other things to write about on the websites. But I mean, obviously, very disappointing for Fnatic. But congratulations still to Gameplay under a new name, previously known as Roccat, will be going through. And once again, Joe, pretty bored of you.
You're going to leave me again, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Because when we come back, we will finally be entering the arena with Matt Zalmarida and myself. So don't go anywhere. World of Warcraft coming up next.